Today we will be making the perfect eggplant parmesan. The ingredients you will need is of course an eggplant, as well as grated Parmesan cheese, Italian style breadcrumbs, a can of crushed tomatoes, some tomato sauce, and some mozzarella cheese. You can slice your eggplant widthwise or lengthwise. Today I'm going to be slicing mine lengthwise. Go ahead and cut both ends of the eggplant off so that you have a steady base to slice your eggplant. Okay, now I'm going to peel around my eggplant, but I'm not going to take all the peel off. I want to keep some of that texture so that when my eggplant is done and I'm cutting it with a fork, I can still feel that texture as well as taste it. And again, you can either slice your eggplant widthwise or lengthwise. Let's do lengthwise. I'm not going to slice my eggplant too thin or too thick because when I fry them up, I want to have those crispy edges on the eggplant. Now look at my beautiful slices of eggplant. I'm going to lay these out on my cutting board and then sprinkle them with some salt to draw out the moisture from the eggplant. This is going to make them nice and pliable before frying. I let the eggplant sit for about 45 minutes until the salt draws out the moisture. Now for the sauce, I'm going to go ahead and add some olive oil to a skillet and throw in my crushed tomatoes as well as my tomato sauce. You can definitely use a jarred tomato or marinara sauce for this recipe. Use whatever ingredients you have on hand to season your marinara sauce. I am using minced onion because I looked in my refrigerator and I realized I did not have a regular white or yellow onion. So I'm going to be using minced onion. I do have a little minced garlic, so I'm going to use the rest of that as well as use some garlic powder. Again, use whatever you have on hand. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some freshly cracked black pepper, some crushed red pepper, as well as some Tony's Creole seasoning, and give everything a stir. Add in some white sugar to balance the flavor of the tomato sauce, as well as some salt to balance the flavor of the sugar. I really don't ever measure, I just season until it tastes good. We are going to let this sauce simmer for about 20 minutes while we prepare to fry our eggplant. For our breading station, we need 3 separate bowls. One for our breadcrumbs that we're going to add some of our grated Parmesan cheese to for extra flavor. A bowl or plate for some all-purpose flour. And we're going to crack 2 eggs. Add a little water to the eggs so the eggs are not so gloopy. And give them a quick stir. We are almost there, guys. Let's go ahead and add some vegetable oil to a skillet. And we are going to dip our eggplant into our flour, then our egg and water mixture, and then our breadcrumbs, and we're going to fry these babies up. They are going to be so delicious. You want to make sure the eggplant is completely coated in flour before you dip it in the egg mixture, because then the egg mixture is going to stick to that eggplant and be nice and coated when you get ready to dip it in the breadcrumb mixture. After our vegetable oil has been preheating for about 10 minutes on medium to medium high heat, we're going to go ahead and fry up our eggplant. When you see that eggplant start to brown on one side, it's now time to flip. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. Continue to fry up all the eggplant slices, and then we will begin to layer our eggplant. Let's begin to layer. That beautiful sauce is going to go on the bottom of our baking dish. Again, you can use a jarred marinara sauce or you can make your own. Layer a little sauce at the bottom of the pan and spread it around. After you have covered the bottom of your pan with eggplant, and you may have some overlapping eggplant, that is okay. But once you've covered the bottom of your pan with eggplant, go ahead and add that marinara sauce on top, spread it around, and we are going to throw on some mozzarella cheese. Pile on the rest of the eggplant, and we are at the finish line, guys. Spread the last layer of marinara sauce over the eggplant. Sprinkle with our Parmesan cheese and throw on some more mozzarella cheese and dried parsley. We're going to bake this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the cheese is melted and everything looks and smells so delicious. I am so ready to eat this. Let's cut into it. Okay, guys, look at that. Does that not look delicious? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you give this recipe a try. I'll see you in the next one.